There is no birth of consciousness without pain, meaning consciousness actually has always been one of the most slippery and difficult and chaotic and complicated thing or entity in itself, which has got its sovereignty, independence, but it has not got its sovereignty, independence either, because it's fundamentally connected, related, or associated, whatever you want to call it, with the human condition, with the living organism, with the human beings that we are in one way or another, because consciousness resides within ourselves, and so does mind, soul, heart, knowledge. All those things comes from ourselves. Freedom, knowledge, truth, happiness, all these are creations of the mind, heart, and soul. And without these faculties, qualities, organs, whatever you want to call it, neither can there be consciousness, nor will there ever be freedom, happiness, truth in the world, because these entities cannot exist independently externally, because they are not objects, because they are not nature. Natural elements, compositions exist because of their own sovereignty, individuality, because they are something else entirely, that is powered by the universe and engineered by the cosmos and the gods. But we also are. But obviously, consciousness is fundamentally related to the human mind, heart, and soul. As a result of our existence upon the earth, as a result of our mind, heart, soul, there is also consciousness. But then again, consciousness can only be awakened and developed and improved, not necessarily with knowledge, education, or degrees, because all those things are external and limited and finite, and they are obviously ultimately nothing, anyways, because they do not help in the living of a life of happiness, meaning, contentment, peace, fulfillment, harmony, anyways. But the birth of consciousness happens, or can only happen, when there is absolute, unconditional, and insurmountable quantity or amount of pain, tragedy, sadness, sorrow, and trauma in our lives. When we have been through all those bad things in one way or another, when we have had those bad things and toxicity in our lives, then only the consciousness awakens, not necessarily in an instant, not necessarily in a moment or minute, but with time, the consciousness definitely awakens and evolves and develops when we go through continuous, consistent kind of pain, tragedy, misfortune, betrayal, torment, and other sufferings in our lives in one way or another that we hate, but that also improves us in ways we don't necessarily see instantly, but we are definitely developed and evolved because of suffering, because of the bad things, because the word happy would lose its meaning if it was